Hi, and welcome to September's edition of Inspired Messages Monday. And I hope, like me, you've been enjoying the sunshine and the rain, a bit of everything, and that you've managed to get out and about and have a little bit of time off and away somewhere. I want to really talk about Mars, which is actually going to be in Aries for 6 months. Now, Mars belongs in Aries, and so when Mars is in its own sign, it's very forceful. And usually a planet or Mars stays in the sign for a couple of months, but it's going to go retrograde, which means it's going to be in Aries for 6 months. So it's not going to actually leave till January, early January. So whilst it's in Aries, it's going to make squares to the Saturn and the Jupiter and the Pluto that are in Capricorn at the moment and are really giving us the problems that we are experiencing here on the planet at the moment. So basically what I'm saying is that whilst Mars is in Aries, I don't think we're going to get much respite from what's happening until the new year. I'm going to try and explain to you what's been happening. So Mars went into Aries on June 27th, and it's moving forward, and it's been a major square. So it's made a square. It's made its first square with Saturn. And so Mars square Saturn can be very frustrating, and like there's a feeling that you can't move, that you're boxed in and you're hitting the wall because it's a square, and a square is always a challenge. So and we're going to have these particular transits are going to happen 3 times, and the last time is always the strongest, and the first time it's like patting you on the shoulder and saying, I'm here. So there's a theme that continues with these Mars squares over the next few months. So you need to kind of hang in there and realise that, you know, we've got to go through this to get through to the other side. So when Mars squares Jupiter, because Jupiter's the planet of expansion and can go over the top and do too much, it's over exuberance, and it wants to overdo everything. That again can be quite a difficult transit. But the last time that Mars squares Jupiter, it will actually be in the sign of Aquarius, and so will the Mars square Saturn. So that's a different energy because at the moment they're in Capricorn, which is a lot heavier, denser energy. So, you know, it's quite hard to take. Mars square Pluto, however, is very different. It's very hard to take. It brings up fear, and I think there's a lot of fear going on at the moment. It can also bring up past secrets that are maybe revealed, and they're probably worse than, you know, what we expected. They're not being you know, unearthed on the mainstream media, but they are there if you care to look for there's lots of information out there on YouTube at the moment if you care to have a look. And one person I would suggest you go and have a look at is Charlie Ward, because he's putting out videos every day of what actually is going on. So this Mars square Pluto is to do with corruption in high places around the world, and these revelations are already there, as I said, if you care to look for them. And although it's, you know, as I've said, it's not on the mainstream media, you know, I would suggest you go and have a look and see what you can find. And as I say, Charlie Ward is putting out videos every day, and so you can look at the ones that he's done in the past and the ones that he's doing currently. So, when Mars squares again, obviously the transits will get stronger, as I said. And on September the 9th, Mars will stop and it will turn retrograde. And then on September the 29th, Mars will have moved back to square Saturn again. So at the end of September, we're likely to experience more frustration. And we'll feel this personally and also collectively. Everybody's going to feel the same kind of energy. And other squares obviously are going to occur in October and through to the end of the year. So rather than carry on with the squares right now, just be assured that, you know, we are going through this. This month is probably going to be quite a tough one. I think there will be probably, we will be stopped in the middle of the month, 17th, 18th, that something might occur that stops us from moving forward. So we're really going to feel that Mars Saturn square. So looking at the messages, it was interesting that the messages are about power and control and fear, as the number 15 card came up, which is that favourite, which is the devil card. You know, this is really about us standing in our own power, and I've talked about that before. You know, we are sovereign beings. We are, you know, we come into this world and the earth is for us, and we elect governments to help us and not to kind of stop us from doing things. So I think, you know, having this card coming up is kind of linked to the transits and also to what is going on. And obviously, you know, it is the number 15, and the 1 is the Magician, and the 5 is the Hierophant, or, you know, if that's the card, you know, you might know it as the Pope, and it was made the Pope just to appease the Catholic Church, so it doesn't mean it's like a Pope. And the number 5, the Hierophant, or the Pope, acts as a counsellor and has a direct link with the divine. And the 1 with being the Magician, he is saying that he has everything he needs for the journey. The journey is on, and we do have all the things that we need, and we need to use our higher mind. We need to use our intuition. We need to go within. We need to be still. We need to get back to nature. That's really an important message. So the 15 did come up, and also the 13 came up, which many people are scared of because it's the card, you know, the death card. So in this instant, it is about transformation, and it is about rebirth. And for us to move into a new paradigm shift, we have to have a death. You know, we have to get rid of things that are no longer working. So we're going to see lots of things disintegrating, and I've been talking about this all year, and obviously it is still continuing. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is about moving on. It is about evolution, and that's what the planet is doing. It is evolving, and as such we are evolving with it. It's very important that we go with the flow, and you know, we don't get angry, because that Mars energy can make us very angry. You know, Mars was the god of war. It's in its own sign of Aries, so we can be quite aggressive, and we mustn't be aggressive. We must keep calm and you know, be loving, really calm and loving, and helping other people. So this card obviously also comprised of a 1. which is the magician again. So that is, you know, reiterated. And I'll have to say the magician did come up anyway, you know, in the messages. So the magician is very important to what's going on. So obviously doors opening with this, the end of a cycle. It is a card of fate. It's a card of destiny. And again, you know, it's important that we, you know, realize that we are going through a massive planetary shift. You know, it might seem scary because when we, you know, have to change things, then we do get frightened. Basically, we do, you know, we get frightened of what's going on, and we don't know who to trust or who to believe, or, you know, what we're hearing, is that the truth? So we just need to know with our own knowing and know that it's going to be all right. It's going to be fine. So another card that I got was the Tower, and the Tower is linked with Uranus, and it's always you know, about breakdown, but breakthrough. You know, to break through, we need to break down. So it's the same kind of thing. So freedom, enlightenment, and really death of an illusion, and, you know, what we thought was true for all, you know, maybe for our whole lives, we're going to find out has not been true, which can be quite difficult for some people. But realize that, you know, we are going through this time, and it is going to be all right. And I can't, you know, I am a positive person. I do see things working out all right, but it's very difficult because we're giving birth to a new world, and whenever you give birth, it's not the easiest thing to do, as we know. If you're a mother, you will know exactly what I'm saying. I have the sun here. So the sun has come up, and it was central to this whole thing. So obviously the sun gives us light, and it will shed light on the dark. We need dark, you know, we need yin and yang, light and dark, positive, negative. And what's been happening is that the negative has been ruling us for thousands of years, and the light is going to come up, which is much, you know, reflected in the sun. So it's putting light on corruption. It's a spiritual war between light and dark. We're going to have new leaders, bringing whatever is you know, necessary for us to look after the planet. Really, you know, the sun comes up every day, and we need the sun to live. You know, it's our life giver, really. It's, you know, it brings up the light, you know, it shines on us. You know, we feel good when the sun's shining, and you know, it's what we need. And so when you add the 1 and the 9 together, you get the 10 again, which is evolution, which is obviously the wheel of fortune, and also 1 and 9 is 10, as I just said, but the 1 again is the magician. So it's quite interesting that it kind of all fits in, which it should do really, with the planetary energies that we're going through. Now, I do put my posts on Astrology Sue Fletcher on Facebook every day. And if you take my newsletter, I give the first 2 weeks of the month in the newsletter, but they're also on my website every day. So that's www.astrologysue.com. If you sign up to my newsletter, I put links to videos, health information. I put lots of things that I've come across that are helping me, that I hope can help you, and I can't put all of it in the video, so I obviously write it. Now it takes me hours, I have to say, hours to put together and hours to write, so I really appreciate more people signing up. because you know it does take me a long time to do it. And yeah, I just want to help make sure people are happy and feeling positive, because that is what my channel is about. And it's Inspired Messages Monday. I really would appreciate more people signing up to my newsletter. It's once a month. It goes with the video. The video is always different to the newsletter. I always put about the new and the full moons in there, the astrology post, and another bit about lots of things, how to keep healthy, or links to videos that I think will be interesting. So lots to look at, but it's not huge, it's not long, because I know people haven't got loads of time. So the affirmation for this month is the same as last month, because I think it's quite important, and it is about our sovereignty, and I did mention that earlier. So hand on heart, every morning until we meet again, I am a sovereign being with a sovereign soul. I am a sovereign being with a sovereign soul. Okay, so this is about standing in your own truth, listening to your intuition, going within, doing meditation, connecting to the earth, being positive, raising your vibration, finding things online that you can use, tools, meditations that can keep your vibration high, okay, and being with like-minded people as well, people who are going to help you stay positive. And I mentioned Charlie Ward, and he does keep me positive. He's very positive about what's going on, and I think if you Google him, you'll find him. There will be links, as I say, to other people in my newsletter. So I will see you again at the beginning of October. Stay safe, stay positive, contact me if you even want to chat, and I'm here. Okay, so lots of love, and bye for now. Bye.